Hey all, Russ here, RVerTV, welcome. Check it out. You are not going to believe where we're at. I left at 3 a.m. this morning. Couldn't sleep. Got up early. We are hitting the road. This is the beginning of the 2025 travel season. And you can see that old sunshine just popping up. Got a couple clouds up here. Thought this would be a really cool treat. I detoured off I-40 a good 80 miles to come here. Well, we're kind of cutting across. You're going to see it in just a minute. All right, we're here. You're in for a treat. I was trying to figure out an epic way to start the travel season, and what is better than, how about Navajo Point right here at the Grand Canyon? And here you go. Normally I would have cut up through Flagstaff and taken highway, I believe it's 89, up through Cameron, up through Tuba City. But I was looking at the maps and I just had to. This is about 30 extra miles and a lot slower. But isn't this worth it? This is the beginning of our travel season. And what a view, huh? Navajo Point. Actually, later on this morning, we're going to stop at Navajo National Monument. Trucking north. We're going to be up at Monument Valley by this afternoon. How fitting, huh? And that's the mighty Colorado River. We're going to be seeing quite a bit of that over the next few videos. Going to be up through Moab, cutting way north. And then from there, we'll figure it out. Not sure yet. But it's the travel time, travel season. Can't even believe it's 2025. I got to wrap my head around that one. Wouldn't you like to come up here every day and just see a view like this? We're at the extreme end, the east end of the park. We're only like a mile to the exit here. That's where the Grand Canyon begins, way down there. All right, well, I'm not going to spend a lot of time here. We got a lot of miles to do. This is actually a driving day. I wasn't even going to film a lot of it, but you know me, had to. There's that Devil's Tower. That's a very famous landmark. Devil's Tower. All right, well, let's cruise up back towards the van. One last look. Got a lot of open road in front of us this morning. We'll fast track that on our way up to Monument Valley, which will be Utah. And then on from there. Okay, here's the van. This is the new one. This is the new ride for RVerTV. It's identical to the white one, just newer. The interior's built basically the same. I'll show you this summer. Already got a GoPro mounted right above the windshield. You can see that. That's your front cam. This summer we'll have front cam, side cam, rear cam, hand cam. You name it, phone cam, drone cam. And I'll show you in the back. I brought an e-bike, drinks, bed, air conditioning, clothes, and some food. That's it. We're traveling light this year. Time to travel, huh? Let's rock. Today is May 29th. And it's still only 5:30 in the morning. Sun comes up early now. We have about 30 miles we'll cut over towards Cameron, pick up Highway 89, and we go about 15 miles north, and then get on Highway 160, which will cut us straight across over to Kayenta. I think that's pronounced it correctly. But before we get there, I want to stop at this Navajo National Monument. It's off Highway 160. Should be a fun stop. Great reviews. It's kind of isolated, all by its lonesome. Hiking trails, supposed to be cliff dwellings. Should be a fun little cute stop. Do a little sightseeing on the way. Here's the parking lot for that Devil's Tower. One of these days I'll get back in the canyon. We'll explore more. I did quite a bit, a month or so ago. Make sure you check out that video. And you can see right up here, here's the gate. This is the east entrance to the Grand Canyon. The guards aren't even in there. The rangers aren't even in there yet. You can drive in for free right now. All right, well, got a few miles. Get over to Cameron. I need to pick up a little fuel. And hey, what do you say? We're gonna call this what? The Heck Yeah Tour. Heck yeah. Well, let's do it. Alright, got fresh camera batteries in the front cam. Gonna cut through camera in here. I'm really not gonna film a lot of this area here. It's basically really open, flat road. Kind of going in the sun. I want to get a few miles. We're heading for that Navajo National Monument. Back in March, we traveled back this way from Page, Lee's Ferry. Went and seen the ancient ruins down by Flagstaff, all that through here on this Highway 89. Very historic route. And up here's the famous bridges across a little Colorado River, which feeds out of the Grand Canyon. There's an RV park right off to the right there. That Cameron Trading Post has a motel, restaurants. There's the old bridge there. We're trucking north. Up through here, this is considered part of the Painted Desert. Stretches about 700 miles, goes clear up into Utah. All the clays of the soil and the hills, red and gray, and that's why they call it Painted Desert. Huge stretch up through here. Kind of cool, really. Very uneven road. It has a hard time. It doesn't settle. They constantly work on this stretch. And all this is reservation land. A lot of people live out this way. And I'm still recovering. I had some medical issues this spring. It was part of being sick clear from last Christmas. And still in the recovery process. So that's why travel this year got delayed. Should have been on the road by now. I'm feeling much better, but still not 100%. So we're just going to take it slow and steady. All right, up here's Highway 160 coming up. Make it right here. If you went straight, that'd take you right up to Lake Powell, which would be about another 70 miles to the north. But we're going to cut across about 80 miles on this stretch of road here before we, I forget the road that takes us into Monument Valley. It's 164, I believe, something like that. Once again, this is just flat, wide open travel. It's scenic though. I mean, this is hardcore desert. There you can see the stripes. That's why they call it painted desert. Stripes in the soil, in the dirt. It can get pretty hot here in the summer, and they get snow up this direction. We're in the extreme northeastern part of Arizona here. Alrighty, we're getting into Tuba City. Right here in the reservation. Decent sized community. Stores, schools, they got hotels here. This is a highly traveled tourist area. Between Lake Powell, Monument Valley, Four Corners, all of it. Lots of gas stations. I drove through here, it's been a few years, but always a busy drive. I think there's a RV park in town itself, a very small one. I've never really stopped here, just always traveled through. But we still got about, to get to the National Monument, Navajo. Looking on the phone here, it says 50 minutes. So we got about 55 miles to get up to the monument. Not bad. We're doing good. Right now it's about 7:15 in the morning. We should get there about 8. Well, about 8:30, I guess. All right, sit back, enjoy the ride. Here we go. Made it. Ooh, overlook. Let's check this out. They have a visitor center here. I don't think it's quite open yet, so we got a few minutes to kill. So let's go look at a view. Wow, lots of trees, huh? Fire danger starting to get up there high again. We didn't have a lot of rain this last winter in Arizona. Well, that is solid rock. My goodness. Ooh, what a view. Upside down mountain. There's supposed to be a trail. I'm gonna attempt to take the trail. All that rock is just checkerboard. Got lines through it. Doesn't it? Looks like a checkerboard, doesn't it? Online, when you read about this place, they got cliff dwellings. Bunches of them. More ancient ruins. Alright, well, guess we'll head down towards that visitor center. Somewhere around here I'm gonna change times. I should go through a time zone. I don't think I've done it yet. But when we get close to Monument Valley. Wow. That's on nice and green right now. Once we get closer to Monument Valley, I think I'd change time. You can really smell the pine. It's real fragrant here. Peaceful. I could see them unlocking the doors. We're one of the first ones here. There are 2 campgrounds here, very primitive. You can camp back here. Biggest size rig you can have here is 28 feet. Picnic tables, picnic area. This is really nice up here. No fee to get in. It's totally free at this place. I didn't need my senior card. Looks like pottery and stuff they've recovered. The lady said it's all paid path to get down there, but it's like 3/4 of a mile each way. So I'm gonna attempt it. What do we got here? Little replica Pueblo things. How they were constructed. Man, they are little, huh? Pretty cool. And that's a picture of them. That's what we're gonna go see. Hopefully I can make it down there. We're gonna find out. Good morning. How are you? Starting to warm up pretty quick. It was chilly this morning at the canyon. Probably about 40 degrees there. Wasn't that a cool start? I couldn't resist. It was worth getting up early for the extra miles. Had to see the canyon. Because today's just a lot of driving. We haven't even started yet. Oh my goodness. I'm planning on being out here till September, so we'll see. It looks like a trail, but a dirt one. I think I'll stay to the pavement. Here's more of that fractured rock. Just everywhere, isn't it? Plus, I'm going to film extra like I did last year, so we have footage, new video for the winter. Because there's no way I can edit everything. I can film a lot faster than I can edit. So I'll stockpile up some extra footage for this fall and winter. So we'll have all new stuff to watch too. Right now I'm going to focus on Utah, Colorado, and then we're going to go from there, see how I feel, and I don't know if we'll truck east. All depends on weather, fire smokes, forest fires, all that stuff. But I thought I'd kind of hang in the center of the country. Last year we did the coast, all the way up Pacific Coast. Ooh, I'm starting to see a pretty good view up here. It's all downhill, which isn't bad, until I have to come back. Wow, look at the size of that tree. That's old. I bet that's a couple 100 years old. They got brand new little bridges here. All new wood on them. This is a long ways. And I did not bring a bottle of water with me. That was dumb on my part. I should have. I need to make up a little hiking bag. On the e-bike, I have saddlebags. I fixed them up before I left. I can carry water, cameras on the e-bike. Want to do more e-biking this year too. That was kind of neat because you could really get around towns better. Well, they got little benches here to you can stop. I'll probably be stopping on the way up. Oh yeah, we got a view coming up right over the past those trees over that cliff there. Camera probably doesn't show it. I'm dropping down pretty good pace here. It's getting steeper. Yeah, too bad they don't allow bikes on this. I could have rode down here. A lot of parks are starting to restrict e-bikes within the parks themselves. Not on the roads, but on hiking trails. Can't blame them. People go too fast. Now we're dropping down. Look at this. Oh my goodness. And I got to come back up this thing. I see the end. See the storyboards up there? End of the road up here. Prehistoric pioneers. Lived in the cliffs. Voices in the canyon. I'll be darned. All the petroglyphs. There they are down there. Wow. What a view. My goodness. Look at those. How in the heck did they get down there? They had to have water. They always built these near water. That is something else. Ooh, we got color, got some flowers. Well, I'm taking my sweet old time getting up back up this hill. I will never do this again without bringing water and a little uh, carrying case like for camera and gear. I have it right in the van. I should have brought it. Yep, almost back up there. Well, they got one of those sweat huts. Man, that's small. Of course, it's recreated. Sweat house. Oh my goodness, that's how they took a bath. Would wrap themselves in a towel and take a bath. Holy moly. All right, never knew that. What's this called? A Hogan. Big hut. Can't go in it, but maybe we can peek through the door here. Got all the timbers. Thing is sturdy. Of course, it has to hold the weight of the dirt on it, huh? The mud. Wow. Pretty ingenious, really. Hear all the bees buzzing in that bush here. Old wagons. Back in the day, they'd ride the wagons through these mountains. Goodness. All right, well, not bad. Glad I stopped. Spotted it online, so why not? Part of the Heck Yeah Tour 2025. All right, the trail we're on is 1.3 miles. Yep, I agree. That was round trip. It's almost 3/4 of a mile each way. My goodness. Going down wasn't bad. Coming back was a little slow. Well, I need a drink of water, like right now. All right, we're about 9 miles back down to the main highway. Then we're about 18 miles into Kayenta. There's supposed to be a Navajo code talker display inside of a Burger King. We'll see how good that is. And then we'll have about another 20 miles straight north up into Monument Valley. I'm going to spend the night at a KOA. And then tomorrow, next video, I'm going to explore all around Monument Valley. Something I've never done. I've always driven through it. This year we're going to slow it down a little bit and do a little more sightseeing. Sure is pretty here. Elevation wise, we got to be around 5,000 feet maybe. I don't know, somewhere around there. All right, make a left here. What's this guy gonna do over there? Looks like he's gonna let me go. Waiting on a car. Thank you, sir. All right, here's Highway 160. 160, if you kept going on it, we're going to turn off of it, but if you kept going, take you up 4 corners where all the states meet, even clear over to Durango, Colorado. All right, we should be in town shortly. Look at that terrain on the left. My goodness. There's got to be dirt roads that'll take you back to those dwellings. That'd be quite a ways back, isn't there? I bet there's more. There's got to be. Those are the ones that survived. They're kind of inset into the mountain in that half a cave back there. That was cool. The only other ones I've seen like that are down near Camp Verde, the Montezuma ones off I-17, farther south down in Arizona. Cliff dwellings like that. And can you say flat open desert? Flat as a pancake? Our town's right up here. Few billboards. Looking for the one. Yeah, it's a Navajo Code Talkers. It's supposed to have a little display inside of Burger King. I've seen that online. Which is cool. I mean, this is a tiny little community. Those Code Talkers, they helped win the war, World War II. Very important. All right. I think they got hotels, gas stations here. I'm looking for the Burger King. I see the sign up here. And no, I don't eat this stuff. There's a Yuck-Donald's up the road there too. I just don't care for fast food. Looks like they got car chargers. Let me get parked. Oh, they got some more huts or something. Well, we'll take a little walk around. They call that a shade house. We need it out here. There's no shade here. Old wagon. That's how they used to get around here. All the pioneers came in. What else we got? Oh, another Hogan. That picture has a wood stove in one. I'll be darned. Yeah, very heavy duty timbers to hold up the weight of that mud. That'd be kind of cool to fix up like a cabin on a property or something. There's a sheep corral. Keep the sheep in. Another sweat lodge hut. That's amazing you could take a bath with one of those. And nice little fountain. And nice sign here. Welcome to Kayenta, Arizona. Gateway to Monument Valley. That's where we're heading next. This place is packed in here. There's tour buses that just unloaded. A lot of people. Anyway, they got pictures for the code talkers, some history on them. They are from this area. Pretty cool. All right, well, I'm going to head out for the van. Going to truck north, get on up to Utah. Highway 163. I thought it was 4. It's 163 that trucks north. Not too much farther. We'll be up there at Monument Valley. Looks strange, huh? Big old rock formation sticking out of this flat, open desert. Well, tomorrow I'll be exploring around quite a bit of the valley, Monument Valley. I'm actually going to spend the night at Goulding's. It's a little town. It's supposed to be right nestled in against some of the big cliffs. But tonight's just the KOA. Busy highway. All these are in here. Millions of people. Not tomorrow, the next day we will drive past that Forrest Gump. They actually got a sign up for it. 3-4 years ago when I drove through here, there was a sign for Forrest Gump spot from the movie. They actually marked it on the highway. It's going north. It's when you're almost up to Mexican Hat. We'll stop and check that too. Be another video. Road construction. Looks like we've got a little delay here. It's alright. Check out some of these mountain cliffs. Been pretty lucky today. Haven't run into too much construction at all. On this side, big old cliffs. Rock face cliffs. On the other, it's just flat. Not much grows here, does it? No trees. Just real short, little scrubby things. Amazing, huh? For more information on my travels, be sure to check out my website, RVerTV.tv. There you sign up for a newsletter. Plus, got a merch shop. All kinds of cool stuff. Coffee mugs, hats, t-shirts. Help support the travel and future videos. And also in the newsletter, we got blogs, puzzles, all free downloadable stuff. It's pretty cool. Work hard at putting it out. Once again, it's RVerTV.tv. Just sign up for it and you'll get one once a month right in your mailbox, email box. Alright, get through this traffic here and we'll be right up here in Monument Valley. Very fast-paced road. You could just see back there how much traffic. Doesn't take long to get a few dozen cars lined up, does it? Now you can see some of the big cliffs, Monument Valley. They're all over the place up here. Matter of fact, we got a little time. I want to stop. There's a visitor center up here. I'll stop before we go to the campground. Got a little time. It is just now noon, and I did pick up time. I picked up an hour. Not sure where. Either back to that little town or right in here somewhere. But the phone switched over. Now it's this low afternoon. Okay, get ready. Right up here should be the state line. This will be the last time we'll be in Arizona for quite a while. I'll stop here at the Welcome to Utah sign. Right here where the road changes color. There's your state line. You are now officially in Utah, right there. Yay. And got some folks out selling their Native American wares, jewelry, all kinds of stuff. Dream catchers usually. All right, I'll get out and get a picture of the signs here. Oh, I know what I look like. Thank you. I took a picture of that family, then they asked me if I wanted mine. I said no. Family vacations. The lady said it's challenging when you got all the kids cooped up in the car with you. The family vacation, huh? All right, this building up here to the right, I've never stopped. I got a little time yet before I'm gonna head over to the RV park. It's our visitor center here. I want to pop in, see what it is. We'll check that and then I'm gonna head for the campground. It's been a long day. I've been on the road since 3 a.m. We've done a lot of miles too. And hiked that trail. Oh my goodness. No wonder I'm tired. Temperature here right now is about 84 degrees, which isn't too bad, and it's not very humid. All right, get parked. We'll take a little walk in there. Here you go. Here's your weather rock. If it's wet, it's raining. If there's a shadow, it's sunny. If not, it's cloudy. And if it's missing, it's stolen. That's cute. That's funny. All right. A lot of history in here, the Navajo and the tribes. what they went through the years or wars. I bet. Tremendous history, isn't it? Wow, look at all those sheep. My goodness. Well, not much grows here. A lot of desert. Bunch of horses, more sheep. Heartbreak and hardship. Back in the 1930s. It's pretty interesting. You come in here and you read all of this. There's another big visitor center that we're going to hit tomorrow. I just wanted to check this one. This is free. There's no charge to come in here. I think the other one you pay to get in. And tomorrow we head down that direction. That other visitor center. There's campgrounds out there too. It'd be kind of cool if we do that exploring. Then the RV park it's on the other side. That Goulding, town of Goulding. Wow, they got a lot of stories in here. That picture's from 1940 tribal council meeting. And here's some of the attractions around the county here. San Juan County covers a big area. There's more cliff dwellings. Parks. We'll be seeing some of this if it works out good. I've been doing some planning for at least 2 weeks. Doesn't mean we can make it all. Look at that. Look at the arches. Have Arches National Park, Canyonland. Plus, I want to try to get in a little farther, a little in more sightseeing around those. Walk the trails a little bit with water. I ain't doing that again. That wasn't smart. Well, cool. If you get a chance, driving through here, check out this visitor center. Wonder what that is. Some kind of corral? Wow, that wood. No bark on it. Shaped like that. It's got to be some kind of ceremony thing, maybe, huh? There's the little mountains out there. Alright, here's home for the night, the KOA. Then tomorrow night I'll spend over at that Goulding, whatever it is. And check out this Monument Valley area, pretty good. Then we'll keep trucking north up through Mexican Hat, all the way up to Moab. Look at that, 2 big Airstreams. Those are nice trailers. Those things pull so well. Absolutely a nice trailer to travel. Expensive as heck, but they're kind of worth it. Alright, let me see where they want me to park tonight. This is a KOA right here in Monument Valley. Journey just starting on the Heck Yeah Tour 2025. Talk soon.